Oh, look at this.
Oh, you can see the strings there, can't you?
Yeah.
But I don't mind, but,
That's quite effective, though, isn't it?
But it's a good special effects shot. We noted that in the last week, didn't we? There's lots of nice special effects shots. Well, hello and welcome to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Paul, and as always, I'm joined by...
Thomas.
Here he is, yeah. And we are about to watch the final part of the arc. And so we it's a bit of a break for us because we watched the 3 parts last week. We didn't quite get a chance to finish. So, unusually, we're coming in the middle of a story. We've quite enjoyed it so far, I think, haven't we?
Yeah, I've actually really liked. It's just struck me as a very original and interesting setup. I think,
and hit a little differently. We said because of COVID as well. It felt like a slightly different thing for us.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, it inevitably owes a debt to the Book of Genesis and Noah's Ark. But yeah, doing it in a sci-fi context, it feels quite interesting, doesn't it? I'll just show you, Paul, before we go in. So it was my birthday on Monday.
Oh,
don't feel
birthday.
bad for not sending a card or present. I wouldn't have expected one from you. But I got this card from my parents, and it's a card.
Brian Cox.
You recognise it, yeah, Brian Cox. But this is the best part.
When we observe the Milky Way, the galaxy that contains our solar system, we can see billions and billions of stars shining brightly, but none shine as brightly as you. Have a wonderful birthday, you little star.
So it's this guy called Darren Altman, who's a voiceover artist and impressionist. Recording of him doing it. It's quite an accurate impression, isn't it?
It's pretty good. I was going to say partway through, I was like, did Brian do this? Like, it's just a bit on the side. Physics isn't paying anymore, so...
The universe is constituted of billions of stars. Time can be rewritten.
I was going to say.
But I thought you'd appreciate that. It's got a slight Doctor Who link, doesn't it? So
absolutely, yeah. Brilliant. All right then. Well, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Belatedly. Should we crack on with the arc? If give us some comments down below. Let us know what you think of this story, and give us a like and subscribe. Do share this around with your Doctor Who friends who you think might be interested. So apparently, I do have a fact about this episode.
Oh yeah.
It's notable for being the first instance in Doctor Who where they recorded things out of sequence and it was then edited into the right order.
Oh, okay.
So it was to do with the set availability. So before, everything was just shot in order, basically, give or take, I assume.
I mean, that in itself is quite mind-blowing, isn't it? Because you think some of the stories, how much they're moving between locations and stuff. That's mind-blowing, yeah.
And of course, now that's just part of the course, isn't it? Who films something in order in this day and age?
I've got some panettone here.
Oh.
My friend Tony. Panettone.
Pan and Tony. An evening with Peter Pan and my friend Tony. And the way that one walked was kind of like...
Yeah.
Never mind that. We will now go there ourselves.
Now, of course, you can tell as well here that the voices are obviously dubbed over, so
Yeah.
they're trying to move in time with it, and you can tell it doesn't quite gel, but it's fine.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, you can see the strings there, can't you?
Yeah.
But I don't mind, but,
That's quite effective, though, isn't it?
But it's a good special effects shot. We noted that in the last week, didn't we? There's lots of nice special effects shots.
Yeah. They're really pushing the boat out a bit, aren't they?
I mean, that's pretty good. That you can get that sort of very 3D feel there, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's definitely depth to that. It's not just a picture of a planet.
So if they blow up the Ark, they'll kill all the humans, will they?
Yeah, I think so. That's the plan, I think.
All the shrunken humans. There's millions, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They're all kept in miniature. I'd forgotten about that funky door.
You'd think if you have the ability to shrink humans, you might as well just stay miniature, because then you'd need a lot less food.
True. That's true. Like, one chicken would be, like, enough to feed thousands and thousands of people.
New York City. Merry Christmas. So you have one guy who's like normal size who can prepare the chicken, and then he lays it out for these ant-sized little humans. I think we've just come up with that they haven't optimized their technology for.
No.
That was quite nice.
Was that actually a good like perspective shot there? Because
Yeah.
there was a person in the background.
Tell the truth, then I'll stay here. All right. What about you, Melissa?
All right.
I'll stay
All
too.
right.
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 He's not a monoid. He's a monosyllable.
You'll need me to help you find the bomb.
It's up there. In the head of that thing.
Statue? But how are we going to move it?
How did he work that out?
Well, you must have some lifting gear. We only need to get it into one of the
Don't know.
launches.
Nothing that can handle anything like that.
I think I can help you. Clear this main deck.
Nice POV shot there. Wait, how strong is the refusion?
Absolutely jacked.
Oh, clever.
Again, just another really nice shot there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was lucky.
Oh, it was literally just about to go off.
Yeah. They didn't kind of amp that up, did they?
No.
Well, where are you? What do you mean, dear boy? I'm still here. Huh?
Doctor, you've vanished.
What? Oh, nonsense, child. Nonsense.
You have? Do you think this is something to do with the refusions?
It must be. You're wrong. This is something far more serious. We're in grave danger. This is some form of attack.
There we go.
Wow. Holding on that shot for quite a while.
Yeah. Certainly unusual. It's nice. It does show the kind of time rotor nicely, and also whatever that piece of furniture is, ornament in
Yeah.
the background. That's something I always find interesting about the Hartnell TARDIS. They always have lots of sort of bric-a-brac knocking around.
Lots of quite ornate things, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got some nice view of the roundels there as well.
Yeah. That's definitely a picture of the roundels, isn't it? That's not a.
It looks like it.
Not
Oh,
an
it's a
actual
great
prop.
TARDIS.
There we go.
Right, I'll just stop that.
The Ark.
Wow.
I'm all the way down here.
Finished.
Yeah. So, yeah, how did you find that one? What did you think of that story and I guess the whole thing?
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit neat how they wrapped up some parts, like the bomb. The bomb was about to go off, and I didn't quite clock how Stephen suddenly went, "It's up there in the head of the statue."
Yeah, yeah.
Did we miss one piece of dialogue where a monoid revealed it or something?
It's possible. That's the problem with these things as well. Like sometimes when you're having a bit, you're talking over something, you never know if you miss
Yeah.
one little thing that says, "Oh, that's the explanation for this."
But I really like the ending that the refusions were like, if you want to live with us, you have to first make peace with each other. And the Doctor's line about the monoids used to be enslaved, so of course when they got power, they then repaid their captors in kind. And this idea that this cycle of oppression has to be broken, and they have to live alongside each other. It was quite a good message in a way, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then intriguing the Doctor turning invisible at the end. That was a nice little
yes.
cliffhanger.
Oh, your friend again.
Yeah, Mr. Clifford Hanger.
Clifford Hanger. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it as a whole. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to go back to the Ark as sort of like a be like, oh, this is a real classic of Doctor Who. But it's a kind of quirky little number in the middle of the season here. I mean, yeah, and maybe it stands out largely because we can see it, which is a good thing. So that makes it a bit of a novelty in this season. But it is, like, as we said, it is quite a fresh story. I mean, I think overall, I think I already mentioned it in a previous episode, but again, we saw some good examples of it in this one. The thing that really stood out was the visual effects and the attempts to, make these model shots look good, even though, those kind of perspective shots as well. I mean, Doctor Who is always using effect shots, isn't it? But it just feels like in this story they really kind of threw as much as they could into it. And it looks pretty good as well. It's not a matter of if you throw enough, some of them will be okay. They all hold up pretty well, actually. So I think it's a great success. Great success.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt like a lot of kind of space exteriors with the stuff coming out of the airlock and the transporters and stuff. I don't know if I could think of another episode that's, as you've said, or story that's had as much special effects.
Yeah, I mean, if you think back over the past 3 seasons that we've seen, obviously we've not seen all of this season yet, are there many which are set like in space, in spaceships? I mean, the Sensorites was partly.
Yeah, it was that part 1 and 2.
Yeah, and then it kind of moved down to the planet, but
yeah,
I don't think we've had that. I'm not sure we've had that kind of setting of being on a spaceship, particularly, have we?
Not a huge amount.
I'm sure someone will comment and go, "Oh, this story," and I'll go, "Oh yeah," but
yeah, nothing springs to mind. Yeah,
no. So yeah, I think that makes it kind of stand out a little bit as well. It's kind of a new, even though you'd kind of think that sort of Doctor Who's meat and potatoes almost is being on a spaceship. And I don't think we've really seen much of that yet. So, which is probably a testament to just the variety of which the show is, still producing at this stage. So
yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I think at the end of either the second one or the third one, I said it's the best story of the series, which was a bit of a risky thing to say at that stage. I think that certainly the first episode is one of my favourite episodes of the series so far. I thought it was such a great setup. I think it was maybe copped out a tiny bit on certain things in the later episodes, but overall very positive about it, I think. But I will reserve judgment until the end of the series.
Well, exactly. I was going to say I'm going to reserve comment on which stories have been the strongest until we get to our review of the season.
Yeah, that was a dumb thing for me to do. Save that hot
content,
I'm just too excited, Paul. I just want to. Well,
great.
thanks.
Okay. Go ahead. After you.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Do subscribe if you'd like to join us for the next story. Thanks, Paul. Love you.
Cheers, Thomas.
Bye.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Bye.